Hey guys, cool. We are now live on the chat. Hello, SC Nathan. You are now into. I see that now you are addicted to Twitch, which is great. As am I. Jed user, yes. The edge detection shader is a ongoing work in progress. Unfortunately, most of my time is taken up with kind of a whole bunch of other stuff. Game tech, water, new logo, stuff like that. But anyway, I just wanted to go over, we'll do like a quick development update. Actually, first what I need to do is post on Twitter, let everyone know that we are live. And today we'll be talking to Ian Sundstrom, who is a developer in Bloomington, and we'll be talking about his game, Stacks on Stacks on Stacks. Oh, I see. Yes, Studio Cypher Nathan. I see. Nathan is also a Bloomington developer, indie dev. The stream, yeah, I think Ed Riofer is just having a lot of problems. Main GI has made it. Okay. Right. Let me go over a few things. Okay, so we are working on. All right. Let me just save this scene and do a quick update. So. I'm assuming since no one is telling me to turn on the mic that the audio is fine. Ah, yes. Hello, Ian. Ian is also from Studio Cypher, another Bloomington, Indiana developer. All right, so this is kind of the new design for the large interlockables. So actually what you'll see is that first of all, there's a lot less edge detection artifact on these because they're made in Maya and not separate blocks. But one thing I wanted Chris to try was doing a gradient shader, gradient material, and I think that actually works a lot better than the stripes. The problem with the stripes is you actually can't see which way is yellow and which way is green. Like, I mean, you basically only can look at the color on the very end, right? So the top is yellow, the bottom is green, so that way I know which direction is which. But then all the stuff in the middle actually doesn't make a difference. I am not sure what stack you guys are talking about. Oh, the game? So I think the gradient actually is a lot nicer visually. Now there's a few problems, which is... Alright. I'm going to go into Photoshop now. So I'm working on the design of this. So there's a few requirements that the interlockable design needs to have, right? Which is that there needs to be this one white stripe in the middle so that the blue line that's going to light up can be seen. Because go into no clip. Alright, so if you look at this one, it's actually really hard to see where this purple line is. I mean, if you're far away, it's a little hard to see it. So the reason why this white line there is to make it a lot more visually obvious. Then it also needs to have the state where it's inactive, and I think that's having it switch colors is a nice way. The chevron is a nice way to indicate which direction, which axis the interlockable falls on. This is the front view, this is the top view. So the top view doesn't have any arrows, so you know that it's either top or bottom. Now the problem is with these L-shaped ones, because it's like, well, do I put 2 chevrons here? And then also this white line is going to bend to the right. Now, someone on Twitter actually gave me a really cool design proposal. Let me see if I can dig it up right now. Alan Wyvern showed me this design, which looks very cool. The problem is then, well, you're going to have the line, you're still going to have the line running through it. Though it's not bad. It's actually pretty nice. The thing is, I also don't like this design. And then what am I going to do? Right, like I feel like the arrows should be here. Actually, this is not bad. I might do something with this. The mostly white design. Which one are you talking about? They're not. These are actually. They're not 2 separate designs, by the way. When I show the these are not 2 separate designs. This is the active state. This is the inactive state. So it's the same design. So there's sort of like a number of things that need to. Oh, I know what the problem is with. I remember now. The problem with Alan Wyvern's design, I like it, is that where on this face it also needs to be pointing downward as well. So actually, right, I know what's going on. The other side, the back side, is not going to have this white stripe down the middle because that's not where the line is, which means that there's not going to be this white line, so the chevron cannot be built into it. Travis says, I feel like you could take a much more minimalist approach to the design. I feel like this is as minimalist as I can get. Like I do, because I do want it to be minimalist, but it also needs to communicate a lot of information to the player, and it needs to fit in stylistically with the rest of the game. 1 arrow above and 1 arrow below the white line on the bottom right. I'm assuming you are talking about the L here, having it like having 1 arrow here and 1 arrow there. Anyway, what I'm gonna do is the lag on the stream is actually making it a little hard for me to tell exactly what you guys are. I mean, I kind of get it, but it's like it's hard for me to see exactly which version you guys are referring to. I am going to write up a post on my devlog going through each of these and just pointing out like, okay, this is this design, why doesn't it work? Why doesn't, you know? So I think it needs to have 2 this way, and then one of them. Well, actually, the one thing I'm doing right now is I'm actually going through it and making sure that the grid and the proportion is correct. Like before, I was just kind of winging it, but now it's like this piece is actually 3 times the height of this, you know, and then the width of this white line is 1/8 of the entire width of this. So getting all the proportions right, because I think once all this is done, the white line actually doesn't have to be super thick, and then there's going to be a lot of room for the chevrons to actually be there. What about half and half diamond instead of gradients? I'm not sure what you are saying, Ed Riofer. That way you're not hiding the lines too much? Oh. Yeah, I thought that one didn't look as good. Yeah, I thought we decided that didn't work well. Yeah, this one's just too much like a card pattern. Oh yes, this one does have the gradient. You're saying without the gradient. Alright, well, I am gonna go, we're gonna jump around a few more here. We're gonna work on, I'm gonna tell you guys what else we're working on. That's pretty much it, trying to get down the design of the interlockables, having Chris model them. set no clip speed. And set toggle no clip. This is my console, which is super, super helpful. So one of the things that, so this is our test, our sandbox level where we test out all the mechanics together. And one of the things we are going to be making changes to the color changing beams. So one of the things I'm going to have Chris implement is, you can see the base of the beam would actually have an arrow pointing at the direction of that gravity. So it lets me know if I put a box inside here and it turns blue, it's going to be pointing that way from now on. But what I want, so I'm going to have Chris implement something that if you can rotate this beam, you know, I can like turn it around, move it over there, and regardless of where I have it pointed, it will always point towards the correct direction of its respective gravity. So if I change this to red, the arrows would automatically point in the other direction. So that is pretty much it. We're still working on water. That one is almost done. I think Chris said the estimated time for that is 2 more days, and then we'll have something to show you. The other thing, I'm going to start working on this mysterious tool over here. Probably work on it this weekend. This is more open than I imagine a sandbox. You know, well, the thing is, it has to be open, right? Because we need to just test out all the world wrapping, right? This, I need all the mechanics to interact with one another. I need to be able to take a box off a tree, turn it orange from this color changing beam, bring it down to here, see if it interacts with this, bring it up to here to see what happens if I interact with this giant box. Like, all of this needs to get implemented. Yes, that is real-time fan sound effects. It's actually a Foley studio here, right? So I need to make sure that all of the systems interact with one another. So that's why it everything has to work together this way. All right, so that's pretty much it with the development. I am going to show you guys some of. We're also working on. Well, yes. So these are some new. I'm not sure if I showed this yesterday, but kind of ideas for different posters. I really want to have a series of. At first, I think these are just going to be wallpapers. Maybe maybe a little bit later this year, we'll make them physical prints that people can buy. But I want them kind of look like architecture drawings. So this is one of them. The infinite staircase level. This is the Matrix. That's what the level is called. This one's going to be slightly different. You know, we will have like the new logo here. Yeah, the pink one is really nice. I love it. And this is another level as well. So cool. Well, sorry to hear about the stream freezing. Maybe if we get more viewers, they'll give us the quality changing setting. By the way, if you are new and you are just checking out the stream for the first time, make sure to follow. Hey, Animal Phase. Animal Phase Charles, he's a Texas-based indie developer. You should send me your game sometime and come on the show. But I'm going to get some coffee, and then we're going to get started with Ian. We're going to talk about, so Friday we do a slightly different show. I start off, we just do like a really quick development update, kind of like what I just did now, and then we are going to, and then we have like an indie dev on with a work in progress game, and we kind of play through it and just talk about the design. So I'll be right back and get some coffee.